Hi guys, Christina here, and I'm with my dad, and that's Cooter, and it's another edition of the WLS Soundbites. This week, biggest challenges you faced during your weight loss surgery journey.
I don't know. I don't know if there were challenges or not. There were... I enjoyed it. I don't know if there were challenges. I shared it with people. Once I made a decision to have the surgery, I didn't hide it. A lot of people will hide it because they think their mothers or their fathers or sisters or brothers or something will try to talk them out of it and tell them, oh, you can do it on your own. Or so some people hide it until after surgery, and then they avoid going over to visit relatives because then they're going to find out that you did it, and they're going to think you did it because you were weak or whatever. I had a lot of support. I was lucky. I had friends and family that were behind me. I wasn't shy about it. I would tell people, hey, guess what I'm going to do? You know, I'm going to get better. I'm going to get healthy. And they'd look at me, okay, yeah, right. But 6 months after surgery, they're all coming up to me and saying, man, you do look better. That was a good decision. So you don't have to be shy about it. You don't have to be ashamed of it. You don't have to tell everybody. And that when you tell everybody and everybody knows, they're watching you to see how you handle it when you go out to eat at work. You know, all the guys will get together and go out to eat. Or the family will have a meeting at a restaurant or Thanksgiving or Christmas. And if they know ahead of time, if they want to be supportive, they'll say, what can you eat? What can you eat? What cannot you eat? And you just tell them, depending on how far after surgery you are, so I can eat anything you can eat, I just won't eat a lot of it. So you don't have to worry, just cook whatever you cook and I'll have what I like and I won't have what I don't like, and everybody's happy. If it's immediately after surgery, you might tell them, well, I'll bring my own protein shake and I'll just drink it and sit down at the table and join in on the discussion. If you're in that in-between stage, you can tell them, well, I won't have pumpkin pie, I won't have pecan pie, I'll focus on the meat. It depends on you. By then you'll know, well, I like turkey but I don't like ham, or I like ham, I don't like turkey, or I prefer... And if it gets too bad, you can always tell them, I don't like ham, I don't like turkey, but I'll bring a little something and I'll just bring it and we can warm it up and I'll eat with everybody, but I'll just have what I can eat or what I like to eat. So if you're upfront and if you're vocal about it, a lot of things will happen. People will work with you. People will understand. People won't be shocked. People won't be standoffish. If you get to you get to mom and dad's house and you tell them, well, I can't eat that because that's the first they've heard of it, they're going to go, oh, what are we going to do? How are we going to accommodate? Why didn't he tell us before? Oh, no, it'll just cause more conflict. So avoid the conflict by being upfront with everybody. And be upfront with yourself, which is probably even more important, on what you can eat, what you can't eat, and how fast you eat, and that kind of stuff. So those are some of the challenges, I guess, that I had. But I avoided most of them by telegraphing it well in advance.
I don't really see many. I don't feel like I had challenges. There were things along the way that I had to deal with, such as increasing my iron intake and having to work up a schedule during my day because, as we all know, we need to get in our water. We need to get in our protein, our multivitamins, our calcium, our B12.
And that's work.
Yeah, and for me, that was a challenge at first.
Yeah. Until
I got into the routine, and now I'm in a routine, so it's kind of like just second nature. So it's not really a challenge, it's just trying to form the new habit.
Yeah.
And to get into that routine with it, so you make sure you're getting in all of your nutrients, all of your protein, your water, because you don't want to be dehydrated. So I guess to me that was really the only challenge, but it wasn't really...
And the first 3 months are the biggest challenges. Partly because you're new to the surgery and you do have to change those habits and everything's new to you as well. And part of it is because your habits change that first 2.5, 3 months. You come home on a clear liquid diet, then you have to change to pureed foods, and you have to change to soft foods, and you change. So it doesn't seem like you have that ability to get into a habit.
Yeah.
Because every couple of weeks, what you can eat and how you eat, and is it pre-blended or not blended or pureed. And so all those things are changing. But those are the kinds of things, if you think ahead, well, you know, I'm on pureed foods now, but I know in about a week and a half I'll get to chew.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look at that and you can see your calendar and you can say, it gives you a target to look forward to, something that motivates you, something to be excited about instead of some dread and to try to adapt again. Because when you can chew, that may make a difference in your water intake. It may make a difference when you have your iron versus when you have your B12 versus when you have your calcium versus when you have everything's shifting again. So think about it in advance and plan it and look forward to it and say, I'm in the next phase. It's kind of like a kid at home that says, I get to go to kindergarten.
Yeah.
I'm excited. You get some kids, and it's usually a mirror of their parent. The mom didn't want to let them go.
Yeah.
And the kid doesn't want to go because the kid doesn't want to be away from mom. But if the mother is prepared in advance, that kid's looking forward to going to school, looking forward to playing, looking forward to learning. It's the same with yourself. Mm-hmm. If you prepare yourself for that, what's going to happen in a week and a half, when a week and a half comes, it's here, finally, I get to do this. So it's don't pigeonhole yourself.
Yeah. Very good. All right, so I guess that's it for this week, and we will talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.